Runes is a couple of weeks away from coming out. How are you feeling kind of ahead of release? Are you nervous, are you excited, or just relieved that it's coming out?
Kind of like a bit of everything. We've had the album done for so long now, like since November, so it's kind of like a combination of excitement and, you know, eagerness to get it out, but also nervousness of obviously everyone hearing it. Obviously, every time you release a record, it's kind of a little bit different, and this time we're probably the most proud of this record that we've ever been. So it's excitement and just kind of want it done now. I just want it out. So.
There's so many songs on Runes that I really, really want to play live. That you can't really play a lot of new songs live until people have heard the record, so they can really, you know, get their teeth into the songs. They know the songs. So I'm most looking forward to that. Like once the record's out, being able to just, you know, play some of my favourite songs that we've ever written as a band. First album I picked is Slipknot, Iowa. Like, they're my favourite band in the world, and this album really was the album. Like, I got to the party late, but this is the album that really got me into them, and from then I was like a huge Slipknot fan. This album, Iowa, probably the best metal album I've ever heard, so straight up amazing.
And how did recording it compare to making Union of Crowns? Is it a very different process?
Lot less stress.
Yeah, it was smooth. It was a really smooth process. I think generally as a band, like at the moment we're the most hype we've ever been. I think musically and personally as well. I think, you know, we're 5 guys and this will be our last lineup. You know, whether that means that we split up like in 2 weeks' time or split up in 10 years' time. I think this is Bury Tomorrow as a whole, and I think Runes represents that as well. Like, without sounding conceited, and you know, it's for the fans, it's for everyone that had our back through Union of Crowns, but it's a lot more comfortable, and that's not meant in a musical way. It's kind of in like a, you know, we're comfortable in the fact that this is our style now, and we've established that with the Union, and so there's a lot less stress on that side of things, and recording was just a breeze. We have Killswitch Engage, The End of Heartache. Obviously an incredible record for a band that plays metalcore. It's generally the record that you need to have in your life, and it's probably got me into melodic metal as well. Generally they are the masters and we're trying to catch up as well, so Killswitch Engage must have.
I think it's fair to say that the build-up to the making of this album has been a lot happier than the build-up to making Union of Crowns was. Oh. Did that make a difference to, you know, the way you went in recording, you know?
Yeah, I mean, generally as a band, when you put 5 guys together, it'd be in any job, whether you're in an office or you're touring around the world, like 5 dudes that have all got differences in opinions and have all got, you know, their own ideas as to where the band's going to go is generally can have some bad elements and it can have some amazing elements, you know, and I wouldn't change it for the world, but yeah, it's definitely a lot better feel, and the build-up is happier, you know, and as Dav said before, there's no uncertainty like there was with Union. That was a great feeling, to have uncertainty, because we never had any barrier for us to, you know, break or get past, whereas I think this time there is that expectation that it's going to get up to that, up to Union standard, or, you know, or surpass it. Obviously we're hoping, but generally I think there is no uncertainty with this time. This is the record. We've done it, you know, we've proved ourselves over the touring circuit, and hopefully people like it. If they don't, then it's whatever. It's what we do. So,
Black Dogs, Grief. It's so heavy. It's just killer, and I think this band, you know, are flying the flag for extreme aggression in metal, and great dudes.
And this is your first record with Kristen on guitar.
Yeah.
What did he bring to making?
He's a really technical guitar player. Like,
I brought a lot of north.
Yeah, a lot of the north with him. He's north of the wall, but we still love him. But he's very much into the same style of music that we were when we first started the band, and kind of, you know, we've said it quite a lot recently, is that this for us is the album that we wanted to make when we first started. But, you know, when you first start a band and, like, you know, no one can play their instruments, and, you know, you're finding your feet and your first gigs are rubbish, you're not at a level that you can do the stuff that you want to be able to do, and Dawson just coming in straight away just made everyone in the band step up.
Other one, Cancer Bats, Hail Destroy, a little bit different, a little bit more punky, but an incredible record none the same. Just a really raw band. I got into Cancer Bats by watching them live as well. Like, they're one of those bands that you just have to go and see. It's a lot more raw, and they've had a lot of releases as well, and they're doing well now. I think they're on Sony now, but, you know, this band are an incredibly raw band that are now rarely getting to play huge venues, so that's a band that you need to see live, and Hail Destroyer is the album you need to buy as well.
So the album comes out at the end of the month,
Yeah.
and then what's the plan for the rest of 2014?
Touring.
Yeah, trying to get to, we're a band that we're made to tour. I think every rock and roll band or metal band or whatever genre you're in, if you're a live band, you're made to tour. So we want to play to as many people that have heard our band or haven't heard our band as we can, and give everyone a chance around the world to actually hear us and listen to us. We've got Download Festival coming up, which is going to be ridiculous, main stage. Obviously, it's a massive deal for English metal, especially things as well as like Slam Dunk, headlining over a lot of American bands, a lot of our counterparts that we really like and are friends of ours and that are doing great things. So Slam Dunk took a punt on us, and hopefully we can deliver for them. And we got a headline tour, and and then we're into festival season, which is crazy. It seems like yesterday that we were there, but it's it's gone, and we got the album coming out, and all the joys and tribulations and trials and that run along with that. So
We've gone for As I Lay Dying, Oceans Between Us. Like, this album from start to finish is just incredible, and you even get like this little lanyard in it as well, so I think that's like an extra bonus for me to get it. This European tour, it's gone already.
yeah, that's gone now, but
It will never come back, but
Right.
we love it all the same. Big fans of As I Lay Dying and massive fans of this album.
definitely the masters as well for metalcore as well. So if you like metalcore, you like Circle Pits, that's the album to buy.
As I Lay Dying.
What are some of the new bands that people should be looking out for? I mean, that you picked up over the last year from touring and from various bits.
I'm a big fan at the moment of a band from Sheffield called Black Dogs. They're killing it. Like, they're so aggressive. Like, just way more aggressive than anything I've heard coming out of the UK in a while. I'm a big fan of them. I also really like Neck Deep. Like, they're coming through, and they're another band that's probably gonna be the next band to blow up. And I just think that it's really exciting time for British music, and British alternative.
Yeah, and there's lots of bands that obviously are established that, I'm not very good at keeping up with bands. I'd be there all day looking at it, but bands like While She Sleeps, they've had a bit of time off recently with Loz getting his vocals better, but an incredible band, and they're coming out with a new record, which I'm sure will blow them back up to exactly where they were before they left off, and even bigger. And Architects, good friends of ours, and they're absolutely slaying it every single place they go. Amazing band, and both of them are flying the flag for English metal. It's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to break through to that mainstream, and I will wholly support any kind of music that takes away from that synthetic manufactured approach, and metal music, rock music, whatever it is, derivative live bands are the way forward, and English live bands are the way forward as well.